Yo, what's up guys? You got pokeaim here with an Uber Showdown Live for a farewell to Mega Lucario. But before we get into this actual Heat team, because this team is fire, there's a lot of fire on this team, I want to show you guys this picture that Charlie Manders drew. It's based on my Patreon video that I made last week, because I do have a Patreon now. We're actually, I just uploaded today, Glass Spot to the Top episode 2, as well as episode 10 of Random Battle Road Top 10. But she drew the Pikachus I showed based on the description I had. Not even like, obviously they look like what they look like, but just based on the description I had. So I absolutely love it. So super awesome work, Charlie. Legit. But yeah. Anyway, we have a really cool team. Shout out to my boy Zesty. I don't know if y'all know, but Zesty's a pretty cool Ubers player. I don't think he's played Ubers in a while. Personally, I think he's been actually away from Ubers, but I used a lot of his teams in the Road Top 10, and it was a ton of fun. Obviously, I'm a big, I'm a big fan of Heat that works. That's it. I'm a big fan of Heat that works. So we'll see if this is one of those. But we have Sticky Webs. The Sticky Webs is Mega Lucario. It's pretty much no drawback. We have Shuckle for the Sticky Web. We have Sash, Lando to boom as well on defogs and things like that. I have a Blacephalon. Like, I'm using a Blacephalon in Ubers. Look how cool this is. With Explosion as well. So that's pretty fun. Which will also stop defogs from like Arceus types. Adamant Mega Lucario might change to Jolly depending, and it might even put Stone Edge. Eruption, Swords Dance, Primal Groudon, and then this Arceus has Giga Impact. So I got Z Giga Impact, that way I can OHKO support Arceus and whatnot. So I'm really excited because this is going to be a lot of fun. My opponent's team is scary. Multiple defog users potentially. Lucario is going to be key in me not getting swept by Xerneas. Have fun, dude. SD Arceus is fantastic because he also breaks through a Veltal as well. Alright, we're going to go to Shuckle route. My opponent leads off with Xerneas. I'll just get up Sticky Web in his face. Unless it's Specs, it's not really going to be... it is Specs. That's cool. That boy is Specs. So I said, unless it was Specs, it wasn't really going to be doing much to me, but turns out this this Xerneas is Specs. Unfortunately, my Lucario is, as I mentioned, not the nature I want it to be. I think we'll just go Blacephalon here. And I want to see how this guy reacts. I'm going to Combine first, just because I will be able to take a hit from Xerneas. And from there, like... because I'm not entirely sure if he's going to stay in with Xerneas or not, but this is going to do a lot. That did so much to me, and they got the special attack drop, which is absolutely amazing. Like, legitimately amazing for me. I'm actually curious which does more, Explosion or that. So basically the idea was, if I got the boost, I would be able to knock out Xerneas at +1 special attack, because Blacephalon is just stupid strong. But now I don't know. I just want to know what it would have done. I don't need to know about this stupid Abomasnow taking every hit in the game. Yeah, I do run Timid. Yeah, so Fire Blast would have OHKO that thing. Without the boost, though, Explosion just does a bit more. That's really lame. My opponent got that. I'll just go Lucario here. Unfortunately, because they're more than likely timid, they're just going to stay in. That really sucks, because I would have been able to knock them out and got so much momentum out of that. So we're starting off just like my other Ubers live I did, with luck definitely coming into play immediately. Now, they could hard switch, but I mean, on a Mega Lucario, that's really risky, considering I can Meteor Mash or I can SD and get an attack raise and whatnot. Giratina's going to come out. Just going to Meteor Mash it for damage so I can actually do something to it. It's okay that they defog. This is going to help out my Arceus as well. Arceus can still win the game. So it's 100% worth me Meteor Mashing again. And I will make the Landers play because it looks like they're Ultra Necrozma. By the way they brought it in, they'll probably go for like Earthquake or something. Exactly. So Rock Tomb is by far my best play. It's basically, by me going for Rock Tomb, my E's prediction here, I either make it so I outspeed this Mon, and I can still get up rocks after. And then I'm going to try and win the game with SD Arceus. We attempted to Rock Tomb there, as that did not work. I basically... Nice, thank you, sir. So I basically would have gotten off damage on Giratina, but now I have to play back and forth between this and Defog. Okay. Come on, man. Like, I'm trying to put it in range of my attacks. That's so annoying. I'm just gonna SD in its face. Like, I don't know what to do now. Like, that's really annoying. I do knock out Ultra Necrozma. It could be Dragon Tail's last move, I guess. It's just Hex. Go, buddy. Go. I'll BP you for some damage. Now I believe I go Arceus and attempt to SD in its face. Yeah, because it's Scarf, exactly. Alright, so maybe I can win. Maybe I can still win because of that, but it's going to be difficult. We definitely get rid of a Veltal here. I'm going to bop that Groudon. I am going to devour this Groudon right now. Okay, we can still win. Beautiful. I think I have to Giga Impact that. The good thing is Ultra Necrozma can't win unless it dodges an attack. Yeah, I have to Giga Impact him. Because we'll live this. Come on. There we go. And Ultra Necrozma can't SD and beat me. So it literally comes down to if I connect Oppress's Blades here. So, I mean, Lucario did its job. It got rid of Giratina, which was amazing for this. And it weakened Yveltal. And it got rid of Xerneas. I really don't think I deserve to miss this. Because of how this game went. I didn't get crit, which means I won. Good game. There we go. Yo, I told you guys. Zesty be coming with this heat that actually works. SD Giga Impact. If I didn't have that, I would have lost the game. But getting rid of Groudon and being able to move on from there. So I'm really happy. Lucario did his job. Not only forced Necrozma to Ultra Burst, but got rid of Giratina, which was amazing for the Arceus. Obviously, going for that normal sweep at the end. Weakened Yveltal to the point of +2 extreme speed. And got rid of Xerneas. So, I mean, that's an A+ in my book. That's an A+ in my book. We actually managed to get that win after that insane amount of hacks early on. It wasn't even insane. It was just annoying. This is another game where rocks and webs are going to be really cool because my opponent has one default. They do have a spinner, obviously. That Pheromosa can't spin, but my Blacephalon blocks it. I get up webs in this thing's face, mainly because I will live one hit due to my sturdy. That one is a problem for me. Huh? Okay. Get out of my face. So another mon I can win this game is definitely that Arceus again. Lucario isn't bad. I really feel like clicking Eruption here with Groudon is my best play. Even if he Ice Beams or goes for Earthquake. He's not Earthquake because he's Origin Pulse Ice Beam. But Eruption is my best play because it hits the Yveltal, and that's my opponent's Defogger. So now, and that's a bulky Yveltal too, which means I guarantee I should outspeed a bulky Yveltal. Nice. I mean, sick series of plays, but yeah, SD Arceus kind of just wins now. Just gonna press his Blades U for damage, get up my rocks with Landorus. And basically by getting up rocks, I ensure Yveltal does not, or is not able to defog. And this is really important for SD Arceus, which kind of just wins on its own, right? So we get up them rocks. Click that EQ right now, we pick up a KO. And we also got the kill on Yveltal. Blaze again a little bit scary. I don't know why he went hard to Yveltal. That was a sack they could have used later. I don't know if they saw that I clicked rocks prior, or what they saw there. End up going Pheromosa, which I should still be faster than and can just boom to knock out. Lovely. I want to say I go Blacephalon here. I want to boom again. I can afford Shadow Ball. Fire Blast does more, I believe, in the sun, but damn, that did so much damage. Goodbye. I still have Lucario on the back as well. Okay, awesome. So, SD in its face. I have to SD because that ensures that I can knock out Blaziken. Don't burn me. Thanks, sir. Knock you out with that E speed. I can Z the Solgaleo, whatever thing. The Necrozma does main. I don't even know if this kills. But I definitely Z. And I guess it comes down to if Blaziken has Protect, and it's Jolly, not Adamant. Because Mega Lucario, because I'm Adamant Mega Lucario, but Mega Lucario's close combat basically kills everything. So it comes down to the Blaziken not only has Protect, some of them just run SD3 attacks, which I use, but it also has to be Jolly, not Adamant. And you know what? It's fine if I go down to Mega Blaziken, because I already featured you, and you're both Megas that aren't going to be here. Alright, it comes down to if this Blaziken, because he might try and go for a double Protect, expecting me to be Jolly. So I have a lot in my favor right here. Yeah, he did try and go for a double Protect. Hey, good game. Shout out to the bluff. That was really fun, man. See, that's what happened. That's what I like. Mega Lucario wrapping up games. Like, Giga Impact set's still fire. And that was my best play there all around because it does more than Shadow Claw to Ultra Necrozma. Or, excuse me. Well, they both kill, but obviously it does more to Ultra Necrozma. But Necrozma does main. It does more because of Prison Armor, I'm pretty sure. It's a strong move, man. I want to know the damage difference, actually. Necrozma. Sure. It's insane. That is so much, man. But yeah, again, like that in that situation, it worked out because I was adamant and I had things going for me there. So I'm assuming my opponent was Jolly, but they obviously had to take into account that I could be Jolly. I hope it made sense what I was talking about. I think it made sense. But y'all can let me know if that made sense. Okay, so one thing I want to ask, and I wanted to ask in the beginning, and I forgot about it. But what do you guys think about those max raids, right? Or those things that are going to be in Sword and Shield, where you basically can raid Pokemon and do things, and they'll have like little events weekly. I think that's so fun, personally. I know I've talked about it before, but I really think it's so fun personally, because it gives the game something to do, besides, you know, Wi-Fi battles, and there's obviously people that shiny hunt, and, you know, the miscellaneous maybe like sort of battle tower, or whatever they're going to have in there. Ideally they have something like that. Whatever their form of Battle Frontier would be, if they do have that. I think it gives the game a lot of life in terms of like, let's take Pokemon Go for instance. I hadn't played Pokemon Go in a while, but ooh, oh god, he has a freaking Serp. I hadn't played Pokemon Go in a while, but what's it called? I ended up going to Adri's house for the WBE draft, right? And what happened there was that Serp is going to be a problem. What happened there was that I ended up playing Pokemon Go with him, and it was a ton of fun, right? It was a ton of fun. We did like that Slack Off event, and we were just walking around looking for shinies for like 3 hours. It was mainly just walking and talking, so it was a lot of fun. And it was really cool because like I was like, wow, I've never played Go this way. Even though I know a lot of you guys probably still do play Go and do those events and whatnot, but I don't personally. But it was just a lot of fun. I was like, oh, this would be really cool and I like that Sword and Shield gives me that ability, even if it's not like I don't have to leave my house. I do still like webs, despite this Deoxys trying to taunt me here. So I get my webs, which is really nice. And I'm going to get in Landorus because Deoxys typically will taunt. I can Earthquake twice. Yeah, that's fine. I can Earthquake twice, and then I can Explode on the Serperior, assuming he gets up rocks here, which I think is what he'll do. Alright, another Spike. That's fine. So I get rid of Deoxys. If Serperior comes out, I'm going to Boom on it. Right? And that basically says, Serp, you're not a problem. Actually, don't deal with this mon very well. I'm okay with him going for that as long as I'm able to Encore him into whatever else he goes for. Jirachi, I'm going to try and click rocks here, otherwise he'll just Iron Head me, but I do have a Blacephalon which can come in and kind of kill everything. They do get up rocks on us. I'm going to attempt to Toxicure on maybe something not Jirachi coming in, that's fine. Perfect. And I'll go for Toxic now because if he tries to switch into anything... Yeah, if he tries to switch to Zygarde, this works out better for me. Come on, buddy. Hey, okay, so we actually managed to land on a Zygarde, so we won't lose, which is amazing. Not to that, anyway. I still have potential to lose, but getting webs up is great for Gengar, great for Groudon and whatnot. I want to say I just boom. I get a lucky crit. That's definitely lucky, but we take the... Nah, I don't want to say we take those as like my excuse for things, but it was definitely lucky, but I think that my Groudon wins the game. I actually think it's better for me to go Blacephalon here. Because if he goes Serp, I get the hit. Yeah, I get the hit off on it. Serp shouldn't be able to kill me here. And I can just Shadow Ball. I can Shadow Ball into Boom. Basically, I'm trying to put Serp in range of plus 2E speed. He glares. But I do manage to get off my Shadow Ball, which is awesome. I'll just Boom here. I don't want to allow Groudon in for free. I just basically I needed this damage. I needed this damage on Serp to kill it. I don't care about that as long as I get my Boom off. Come on, buddy. Come on. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. There we go. Thank you. Now I believe I just go Arceus. Unfortunately, I'm not Lum. If I was Lum, I'd SD up here, but I just go for E-Speed. I always go for E-Speed. I have Lucario's Bullet Punch in the back. I don't know what type of Jirachi this is. If it does have the Body Slam. I'll say I didn't know if it had Body Slam or not, but I'm just going to attempt to Shadow Claw as I'm going to be flinched to death. But luckily, I managed to break through. Awesome. So we can E-Speed this. If Gengar comes out, it doesn't matter because as long as Jirachi was weakened, I'm good. And my own Groudon wins the game, right? So as long as Superior is gone, I'm good. So I have plenty of options. I have options. My E-Speed might actually be worth it, but I don't want to risk him getting sub. Yeah. That's not. I can't switch either. I don't know what I was thinking about. I think I might lose the game. Depending. Actually, it really comes down to if this knocks me out. Because this is my best play, just to click Bullet Punch. It really comes down to if this knocks me out or if Groudon can set up on me. Because, like, if this cannot knock me out, or he misses Focus Blast, if he has it, he should Shadow Ball. I think Shadow Ball just OHKOs me. So I might have just lost to Serp, clicking Glare. Unless Groudon mispresses his blades. Okay, luckily he's Hex. Luckily he is Hex. So I think I win the game guaranteed. Oh, actually his Groudon would be Rock Punch, but I am Adamant though, so this is going to do a lot. You know what? I'm Adamant, so I'm a crit. It still comes down to the miss, doesn't it? I think it still comes down to a miss. And then me not getting, like, messed up by Serp. Okay, click Smackdown there. Okay, so no, it just comes down to, it currently comes down to me not being, full paralyzed to death. Because my Eruption will always kill Serp, even if I take a Leaf Storm. So it comes down to me right here not being glared to death. Good game, not bad. Shout out to Lucario as well, dealing with Gengar. Thankfully he was Hex and not Shadow Ball. That would have made a huge difference in terms, I think, who win there. But it did come down to Paras, and I did crit Zygarde, which I'm pretty sure even offensive Zygarde will live. Did not mean to have it this way. Wow, that's a wild team. I think I'm just going to go the Shuckle route and Encore Cloyster. Yeah, I definitely Encore Cloyster. If he goes for T-Spike, he gets them up. But, like, goes for Shell Smash, I'm good here. I need the Toxic first. Thank you for landing. Okay, I needed that to land. So I'm going to get a few layers up here. He should have one more turn of Encore just because I was slower with Shuckle. And then I get up rocks as well. Oh, I'm guessing you're defog or something? Why'd you go out to this? He just Shell Smashed a Cloyster just to switch. I don't know what. That's cool. I get up webs again. In your face. So obviously getting a Toxic off on Ho is really good for my Lucario as well. Is this defog too? Oh, that taunt doesn't matter, my buddy. My brother, no. That does not matter at all. Yo, how many hazard control things do you have, bro? How many forms? How many times must I toxic you? It's like, how many times must I teach you this lesson, old man? I got everything on a timer, though, which is really cool. Keep Groudon alive because it actually kills everything. I think I go Blacephalon and just boom. I doubt he has Sucker Punch because of his nature of the team. So I believe I just explode here. And if this catches Kyogre, that's amazing too. But yeah, I believe I explode here. This guy's team is all about... I'm surprised he has double defog considering he has a Cloyster lead. And Cloyster typically has spikes or Chi spikes. And it's Sash. So I'm really surprised. This explosion is going to hurt. Like I said, I really doubt he has Sucker Punch. It's Taunt Defog. Foul Play Roost. Roost is definitely maybe on it. It's not leftovers, so maybe I'm wrong. Give me that, thank you. Alright, we're going to get up once again. I think I get up my webs. He's gonna go Kyogre though, right? I get up my webs either way. Yeah, I get up webs. Dude, I'm tired of this. I'm so tired of this. How many times does this come out? How? How many times does this come out? It's definitely Sash Deoxys, right? That's a given. It's Sash Deoxys. Take it from me. I'll just Rock Tomb here and then get up my rocks. Rock Tomb is my play because I don't allow, I don't know if this Lele is faster than me. There's a taunt variant. If he does taunt me first, it doesn't matter. Oh, it does hard ho, which is amazing. Hard ho. Oh, we definitely clicking rocks here too. As long as he didn't click defog. So I managed to keep up my rocks in the face of a Sash Deoxys. Now, unfortunately, Deoxys kind of still kills every mon. Boy, if you don't get out of my sight. I think I still lose to Deoxys if I'm being real. Lucario can kill these two, but Arceus is just so bulky. Oh, he's Psychic too. I thought he's Z. Wait, it's Sash. Duh. I think this still kills me. If he's Psychic plus Psycho Boost, I think I lose. Depending. Okay. No, I think I just win. Because I knock out whatever comes in. Terrain ends. Unless Lele's faster than me, that is. Damn, it's Nature Power. That's really cool. I don't know what that makes a difference in terms of like... No, I definitely lose now. Because it's timid. Okay, no. Is it offensive Kyogre? Is that why you were doing that? I lose this game. There's been so many emotions. Yo, good game, bro. Good game. You deserve that. You deserve that game. You deserve that game. You had defog and taunt on every member on your team. Keeping Lucario alive might have been the play, but if he had Psycho Boost on Deoxys, I had to switch. I didn't know he didn't have it. So the actual play was for me to stay in with Arceus, Shadow Claw that, and then win the game because my Lucario will knock out Kyogre because it's offensive after rocks. Plus I have Groudon in the back, so it can't get up the rain on me, and my Lucario will knock out Lele. So in hindsight, I didn't make the right play, but it's hard to call that it wasn't the right play before hindsight, simply because of the fact that I didn't know he had Psychic versus Psycho Boost. And we get up webs here. This is webs are going to be really crucial because, you know, Mars Shadow and whatnot. That'll allow my Arceus to actually beat it 1v1. And now I go Landorus before he gets up rocks. That way I keep my Sash intact. I doubt he has defog because he is Deoxys speed lead, so these are typically dependent on hazard stacking plus multiple setup opportunities. So just having those webs up are going to be really cool because Lucario is a big problem as well. Which is Earthquake twice. Taunt ends at the end of this turn as well, which is really cool. So he gets a spike and stealth rock. A little bit annoying, but... Oh, okay. Might as well tough to click rocks here if possible. There you go. So I break potential sashes, which is really nice as well. Unfortunately, he gets up every layer in the game. But I do break potential sashes there. And I can Earthquake into Explode on basically everything. And also Blacephalon checks E-Killer, so... I did not mean to do that. I meant to Earthquake. I'm going to assume this is going to be enough. 25%. Awesome. As long as he can't get a sub up, which Shuckle doesn't allow him to do. Oh boy. Oh boy. What the hell, man? Do I weaken him with Groudon? Well, Groudon can win. I just want to lose to Marshadow. Okay, E-Killer's really good. This is Tectonic Rage or something, right? Earthquake to 25, so Earthquake into Explosion should kill. Yeah, Earthquake into Explosion should kill. He also only has Stone Edge, so. Actually, I can afford to Earthquake again because he's just gonna recover spam here. Damn, I messed up in front of this thing. I didn't realize how bulky it was. I mean, Explosion is my only play. Ah, I just barely missed out on the KO. It's alright though, we do have a Blacephalon. That's 0 HP. I either Fire Blast or Boom. If I Boom, I get to see what he brings out next. And my Groudon messes up almost everything. I can lose the game if I don't go for Boom. I want him to bring out Marshadow as well. I'm going to click Fire Blast. You know, I have it on my set. I was thinking the better play with the Boom there, but at least I got rid of that one, and I get a special attack rate. So, like, if he goes Groudon, I'm pretty sure I roast it with this Fire Blast in its own sun. I think he has to go Marshadow. And Shadow Sneak me, yeah. I won't die to Hazards plus Spikes. He doesn't Shadow Sneak for some reason. So, I'm going to win this game with my Blacephalon. I think he expected me to go Arceus, but I was debating it, but I couldn't kill him. So, well, and we take those. I guess he couldn't. I guess he couldn't KO me back. What? So like that was kind of like my. That's why I didn't Boom as well. But if I missed Fire Blast, I still could have lost to the Arceus ground. Like I'm pretty sure Lucario kills it. Oh, Lucario hella kills this thing. But the reason I didn't go Luke is because if I went Luke, he'd be able to go out to Groudon, and it'd either force me to stay in and attack him, right? And yes, close combat would do a ton because it's offensive Groudon, but he'd force me to stay in and attack him, and I have to attack him because that's the only reason I can. That's the only way I'll be able to revenge kill him with my own E-Killer. But if I stand and attack him, and the reason I'd be doing that is because I'd be fearing him setting up, but he attacks me, and I end up losing my Lucario, then I have potential to lose to Xerneas later, because everything on my team can chip away at Xerneas, but the only thing that can knock it out would be my Z on E-Killer, and potentially, I think that's it. I don't even think, Explosion doesn't kill. I gotta know what the Blacephalon calcs are versus Xerneas as well. Xerneas, that's not it. That's definitely not it. Yeah. So I would always need to keep some sort of priority alive, and I wanted to make sure it was Lucario. But yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed. I'm using the same account that I used for Road to Top 10. So 1580, 85, not bad. 54 and 6. I think this is number 55. But yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed. Of course, if you did, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. If you want to check out some more videos today, I uploaded 2 on my Patreon. Collide Spot to the Top Part 2, as well as episode 10 of my Random Battle Road to Top 10. Hope you guys all enjoy. Like I said, I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, my friends. Lucario was a beast.